doubts, questions?
Hi, sir. My name is Surendra.
Hi, Surendra.
Morning, sir. In one of the classes, you told about importance of the house where ascendant and moon belongs, right? So ascendant is the Lagna house, and moon house is the house where you say my Rashi is the house where moon is in. So Rashi is a moon house, and
Correct.
ascendant is okay.
Correct.
So when somebody say I belong to some Aries, so that means his moon is there in
Correct.
Aries. Need
Correct.
not be ascendant.
Correct. Need not be ascendant.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Exactly. Any other doubts, questions?
I have one question, Dr. Prasad.
Yeah, go ahead, Vijay.
This is Raghu. I don't know
Oh,
I'm
Raghu.
saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
because in Zoom it says Vijay. So
yeah, I think I'm using my daughter's
okay.
thing. So
Yeah, no problem.
So in the chart, we know the star is based on the location of the moon, right?
Yeah.
So, but the ascendant lagna can be different, right? Let's say if the right. So there are two. We are looking at the stars planet. I mean, we're also looking at the ascendant planet. They will be different. They can be different, right?
Yes.
So what takes the significance? We know that the first lord or ascendant is about self, but also the star belongs to a different planet. So I'm just curious about,
Yeah. Okay. Very good question, Raghu. You asked. Similar question only one person in YouTube also has asked.
Okay.
So, I mean, not exactly same, but similar. The answer is same, though the questions are different. What that person has asked is, if your ascendant Lagna belongs to a, say, fiery sign, okay, and Rashi belongs to a Jalatattva.
Yeah.
Okay, both are two opposite characteristics, right? So, if in that case, how is that person's mentality or nature will be?
Right.
Okay. So, and you asked the nakshatra or the ascendant. 1 minute, the lawnmower is here my window.
Don't hear any noise. You can go
Oh,
ahead.
is it? Wow,
yeah.
Great. Zoom.
Yeah.
Zoom is doing a good job. Okay. So, basically what you have to do is you have to give priority to Lagna.
Okay.
Okay. Say, for example, Lagna, you have to give 100%. Okay.
Right.
Then the Rasi, you have to give 50%.
Okay.
But in reality, when you go outside or, all these other people who are YouTube channels, TV channels and all, it's opposite. They all talk about Rasi.
Right. Yeah.
They are completely ignoring the Lagna. That is the reason all those Rasi Palams, right? All that is not accurate. Okay. So Lagna is goes higher. Like you should take 100%.
Okay.
If you take a Lagna as 100%, give 50% of that to the Rasi.
Okay.
Okay. This is only to gauge the characteristics or the nature of the person.
Okay.
Okay.
Another question in the similar line, sir. This is Surendra again. So you go to temple, priest ask, what is your birth star? So
Correct.
that time you take ascendant star or moon star?
So that time you give moon star.
Moon star.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Why are we going to the temple? Why do people go to temple?
To get that source of energy in that form.
In that form. Okay. Any other? Any other thoughts?
To have peace of mind.
Peace of mind. Yeah. Peace of mind, right? So you go to temple to get the peace of mind. Which planet is responsible for mind?
Moon.
Moon. Lunatic, you said, yeah.
Lunatic. Good. You are remembering that word lunatic. Moon, right? So moon is the responsible person for our peace of mind. So then you go to temple for peace of mind. So you will tell only the Janma Rasi and the Nakshatra. So how you get peace of mind is because you threw those energies in the temple. Like Prithvi answered. That is there. That is the root. Okay. But the superficially for a common man, they go for a peace of mind. Okay, they see the god's idol, they do that puja or harati or archana and all, they will feel satisfied. Okay. Any other question? Right. Good. Let's.
I have one question. Maybe bit confused, but so when in our first class we talked about the planet, right? So the way we get to the planet is by looking at our the snapshot of the solar system when we were born.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
So the planet will, because the 30 degrees is where we say that this is a planet, and
No,
further
Rasi.
we go Rasi, and from Rasi we go to we haven't got to the planet, right? So that's the Rasi, and then we get into the stars.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
So the planet. So look at my Zoom background.
Yep.
Right. So the planets will be placed in some orbit, in some position within that 360 degrees.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
0 to 360 degrees. So if a planet is in 45 degrees, okay, I'm just talking about absolute value, 45 degrees. Okay.
Right.
So then in which sign it will be?
Taurus. Second one, no? Second.
Taurus, correct. Like that.
Yeah. Okay.
So for a planet's position, right? So that is why, so if you look at our Panchanga, okay, so you will see that full table.
Okay.
And then in some Panchanga, they will give it a tabular form. In some Panchangas, they will give a snapshot of today's planetary positions. Okay. They will give snapshot only when the planet position change.
Right.
Okay. So all that tables will be there. So that this data is all fixed. That is not going to change. So we will come to it, the planet orbit positions, orbital, all that later. Okay. So that this data is called ephemeris. Okay. So ephemeris, and people have in those days, our ancient astrologers, they have calculated, they have put the tables. Okay. And then now nowadays people in UK, I think, they have published the ephemeris data. So all that ephemeris data is based on GMT time zone.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk about more when we are dealing with that.
Okay. Thanks.
So planet is basically the position in the orbit.
Right.
So if a planet is in 45 degrees, where does 45 degree fall? The 45 degree fall in Vrishamam, Taurus.
Right.
That's it. Okay. Okay. So So we talked about this planet's strengths, right? All the planets and all, Rahu, Ketu, and all we did. I think, I just want to give a little more details. I think I was in a rush last week to finish because of my other upcoming meeting. So Rahu, Ketu, we say it is Chaya Graha, correct? When it is a Chaya Graha, it does not exist physically. How is that Rahu and Ketu gets that energy? Any thoughts?
It's a shadow of sun and moon giving the energy.
Okay, shadow of sun and moon. Okay. Any other thoughts?
A shadow of any planets interacting in different positions in geocentric model. So it might be like maybe if some planet is not supposed to be in some place, it's deriving energy from there.
Wow, Prithvi. Prithvi, is it?
Yeah. What
Wow.
happened?
Excellent. You almost hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
These two planets, Rahu and Ketu, will derive energy from other planets, not just sun and moon. It could be any of the 7 planets. Okay. It depends on in which Rasi. Let me find a slide. I think maybe I'm talking about this much later. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, so it gets the energy in whatever the sign it is positioned in first. Say if Rahu is in 45 degrees, let's take the same 45-degree example. Okay, if the Rahu is in 45-degree position, then which sign does it belong? Taurus, Vrishabha, right? And who is the lord of Vrishabha?
Venus.
Venus. So it will get the strength of Venus. And let me find that slide. I think I'm talking about it much later in the game. Yeah, that's okay, because that has even more other details that will be confusing. So for now, you can just assume, for now you just take the in the Rasi in which the Rahu and Ketu is positioned, the lord of that house, and planets conjunct with Rahu. If some other planet is sitting in the same house, let's say Sun is also sitting in the same house, then it will absorb the energy from Sun also. I'll just stop here for the simplicity reason. Okay, there are much more deep into it. I will talk about it in later classes. For now, you just take these two things. So the lord of that house and the planet conjunct with along with Rahu, both will it will get energy from these two planets. It will get much more also, but for now, I'm just pausing it here. Okay.
Sir, you use the word conjunct, sir, here. So when you say conjunct of any one planet to each other, that means, are you saying that if there are 3 planets, for example, sitting in the same house, then we will say those 3 planets are conjuncting each other?
Yes. Yeah. See here, see this example.
Okay. So here, for example, in the...
So here, in this chart, Rahu Ketu is alone, but Venus and Saturn is conjunct. Okay. Mercury and Sun is conjunct.
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Say, suppose in this example, this house, let's say, Moon is also here. Okay, let's just for an example. Okay.
Okay.
So the Rahu will get the energy of Mercury because this is the Lord, and it will get the Moon. Okay, Moon's energy, and Moon is Lord of which house?
One is Lord of Jupiter, the house
No,
where Jupiter.
yeah, Cancer. So this will get this house energy also, because the Mercury Lord this one, and Mercury is also Lord of this house, and this energy also will come to Rahu.
Okay.
Let's say if Mars was there, then the house Mars belongs to, which is Jupiter, it will get energy from Jupiter also?
No, only that house.
Okay, that this analogy is for moon only, the explanation that you give.
No. So which is the, let's say instead of, okay, let's put Mars here. Okay, let's put Mars here. So this Ketu, because Rahu Ketu rule is same.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is the Lord of this house?
That is Jupiter.
Jupiter, right? Jupiter. Okay, and Mars is here for
Right.
just for our understanding. So Mars is Lord of which houses?
The house where Venus and Saturn, that one, and
Yeah.
first house where no planet is there.
Correct. Okay, so Ketu will get energy from these two houses, Mars's lordships. Okay, then the lord of that house, Jupiter. This house, does Jupiter own any other house?
It
Mars.
owns the house Mars house also. Yeah.
Mars here.
This one, right? So Pisces, Dhanushu, it will get,
Oh.
and also where Jupiter is located. Jupiter is located in Cancer sign. So this sign also.
Got
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So Rahu Ketu is the most trickiest planets. If I have to talk in cricket language, they are the googly and dusras. Not only they rotate in a opposite direction of other planets, but how they get the energy. So a lot of people make mistakes here. They ignore this whole concept. Okay.
Most complex thing.
Yeah. There is another one more thing also. I will tell about it when I reach there. There is another factor also. How these Rahu and Ketu gets energy. For now, you can assume, you can take this one. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now let's go to the next important topic, that is planets relationship. So
I think we didn't cover the last couple points. Malefic. Oh, this one, yeah, the second one. Both are malefic. Rahu.
Yeah, both are malefic. I will tell you what is the malefic.
Okay.
Okay. Next table I will. So this is the planetary relationships. Okay. So each planet has some relationship with the other planets. And the best is to remember easily is, if you know the Hindu Puranas, then it becomes easier to remember. Otherwise, you have to by heart this table. Okay. But again, I will tell you, in the Stellar Nadi method, which I will be teaching when we go to the predictive astrology, we won't be using this table. But if we are using the fundamental Vedic astrology, then this table will be used. Okay. So, say for Sun, we already said, right? You see Sun, Moon, Mars, Jupiter are friends. Simple reason. How they are friends? Moon is what? What is the characteristics of moon?
Water,
There, I
you
used
said.
some word, keyword. Moon represents what?
Is it
Mind.
water, sir?
No, water, mind, no. I'm talking about relationship. In the relationship, there is a word I used. Moon is
Mother.
mother, correct? And
Female, like
queen.
queen. Okay.
Sun is king. Right? Moon is queen. What is Mars?
Siblings.
Yeah, siblings and commander-in-chief.
Okay.
Right? We said, right? Mars is commander-in-chief. What is Jupiter?
Jupiter, children, Guru.
Guru, right? Guru.
Yeah.
He is the Asthana Guru. So in kingdom, you will have, right, one person giving advices to the king, Asthana Guru. So that is the role. See, all these roles are very close to the king. Without these people, king cannot function. Correct.
Yep.
So that is why king, he wants to keep these people closer to him. So he will like them, their friends. What is the role of Mercury?
He's the prince of the
Prince, right? Prince. Yeah, prince is his son, but king will, because here you have to look at this role as a king, not as a father, right? For the king, these three people are more important than the prince. So that's why it is neutral. And Saturn and Venus, right? They are considered as enemies to Sun. Do you know the relationship, the Purana story between Sun and Saturn? Does anybody know?
No, sir.
Barely, like
Actually,
father
they
and
are
son.
siblings.
Sorry?
They are siblings actually.
Not father and son?
Who said the siblings? Okay. Father and son, how?
I mean, their relationship is like a little tough, like how father and son can have conflicts.
Okay. Okay. So let me just give you a quick background story. Okay. If you want to believe, you can believe, but that's the story. So what happened? Son, wife is Sandhya. So Sandhya, she couldn't handle the heat of sun. So she wants and go to tapas. Okay. So when she goes away, she wants to have somebody in home to take care of all her duties. So she will create a replica of her. Her name is Chaya. Okay. So replica of Sandhya, and then she will go. And nobody knows about this. And in that relationship, the Saturn will be born. So Saturn was born to Chaya Devi, and father is Sun, Surya. When Saturn is born, then Chaya will be like a dark color. Okay, so the Saturn will be of dark color. Then Surya will get upset, and then he'll say, no, he's not my son at all. How can my son can be of this dark nature? And he hates Saturn. The moment he sees Saturn, he will hate. So that hatred develops over a period of time, and then Chaya, she will, then Sun will say throughout that child, I don't want that child to be in my palace. So like that. So then Saturn will be forced to keep outside, and then Chaya Devi will be visiting him secretly, and then raising Saturn like that. So that is the backstory. Sun, the moment he sees Saturn, he will hate. And obviously Saturn also, like, he doesn't like his father. So this is the story. So just basically you can remember Sun and Saturn are father and son. And what is Venus? Venus is the guru for asuras, right? For the demons. Jupiter and Venus both are same role. Both are gurus only. But Venus is Shukracharya is the guru for asuras. So they are in the opposite side. That's the reason Sun doesn't like it. Okay. So now you see another interesting thing, Moon, right? You see all these planets, Moon is the only planet doesn't have any enemy. No enemies at all for Moon. Okay. Simple, right? Mother role. Mother will not have any enemies. Either they are friend or neutral, but no enemies. But if you look at Mercury, Mercury considers Moon as enemy. Does anybody know the story of Mercury, Buddha, Chandra, why it is enemy?
No.
No? Okay. So basically, Guru, right? Bruhaspati, his wife is Tara Devi. So when Jupiter Guru is, when he is out of his home, one day, Moon is a very shady character. Okay. So he gets attracted with the Tara Devi, and then he will try to establish a relationship with Tara Devi. Initially, she will resist, but over a period of time, she also goes, agrees, and then they will have a relationship. A child will be born in that relationship. That is nothing but Mercury. Okay. So then when Jupiter Guru comes back after his, tapas and all, then he will see this one boy roaming in the house. Then obviously he will know, okay, he'll understand what happened and all. Jupiter will forgive, Jupiter forgives the Tara Devi, but still he doesn't like this boy. See, when the boy is roaming in the house, he will still feel, right, this boy is not born to me. That is the reason Jupiter considers Mercury as the enemy. Okay. And for Moon, for Mercury, he thinks like, I mean, this Moon, right? He came and then unnecessarily, so he doesn't like his father. So all these stories, it will help you to remember. Okay. So.
Sir, one question here, sir.
Yeah.
We have these planets have kind of a gender qualities also, like.
Yeah. Hold on. Just hold for 5 minutes or maybe 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Okay. And
I think you appropriately named this table as relationship table rather than seems like too many relationships.
Yeah, too many relations, too many things.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, if you look any astrology book, okay, any astrology book, including Brihat BPHS, okay, You will find this friendship table only for 7 planets, not for Rahu and Ketu. Okay? You will not find. I've derived it and then I'm putting it as the relationship. So you can take a screenshot of this. Where it will be useful, I will tell you. This friendship table, it will be useful in one of the techniques when we do the Prashna astrology. Okay. So this Rahu and Ketu, no other book will have this information. It will be just missing. You will have only friendship table for 7 planets. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to go deep. I mean, these are the main stories that you should remember. The remaining is all permutation and combinations of, these relationships. Okay. So now the next table.
So the prediction is based on looking at this relationship. If you have a house, if you have a certain planet in our chart on a certain house, and we look at who is the Lord versus the planet of who we have in the chart, is the relationship friendly or neutral enemy? Okay.
Correct. That is the fundamental Parashari method or any other method people use.
Okay.
But the method what I'm going to teach, we will not be using that. Okay. So here there are a lot of columns here, right? So let's talk about benefic and malefic. You will hear this, you would have heard this term many times while listening to any of the astrology channels and videos and all. So a lot of people think benefic means is good, Shubha Graha, right? What actually benefic means is it is not Shubham or Ashubham. It is the soft nature, Saumya character. Okay. So benefic is a Saumya character. Benefic gives good, better results what we want, what the native wants, right? It is very soft, basically. That is the core thing I'm talking about, very soft in nature. Just to see, will any guru, will any guru be harsh? Have you ever seen any guru? It doesn't matter whether that teacher, that guru is teaching a pre-K or LKG or to the PhD level professors. Have you ever seen there being very harsh or rude or anything? They will be always soft, Saumya character, right? That is what they are. And you see here, the benefic is only these two people, Jupiter and Venus. I already told you Jupiter is the guru for the Devas, right? And Venus is guru for Asuras. He might be guru for Asuras, but still he is a guru. So that core characteristics will not go away. Okay. So now when you see malefic, you see how many planets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planets are there. Right? A lot of people think the moment is malefic means it is a bad thing, right? Papa Graha. A lot of people will talk about, oh, this planet, you have all this Papa Graha along with this planet, or this Papa Graha is in the Lagnam and all that, right? If you look at it, what is malefic means? It is actually cruel type, cruel in nature. So you have this cruel animals, right? The wild animals. Is the lion, tiger, all these are good or bad?
Cannot say, sir. They're cruel, but good or bad depends on context.
Exactly. They are cruel nature because that is their nature. For them to survive, they have to kill other animals. They are cruel. But good or bad, you cannot say that. And it won't come and attack just like that. If you poke, then only it will attack. Right? It will attack to fulfill its hunger. It will attack if somebody pokes those animals. So all these planets are like that. Their malefic means they are krura. So their dealing will be in a very cruel way. Okay, let me give one example. I've seen cases like this. Say somebody is has lost a job. Okay, when these planets are involved, especially say Rahu, Ketu, out of this, these three are even more cruel. Okay, Rahu, Ketu, and Saturn. If people lost job during these planetary periods, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, they will feel much more intensity of the job and they won't have enough money with them. You know, they will be struggling like anything. Okay. I've seen people who have lost job during Venus or Jupiter. Even here, they also lost job, but they are comfortable. What does it mean? They have a house, they have some backup savings, which they can use to survive. Or if they don't have savings, his or her spouse will be able to make the money to run the family so that this native's needs will be fulfilled. Are you getting it?
Yep.
In both the cases, the native has lost job, but the environment is entirely different. So that is how the effect of malefic and benefic will be. And coming to moon, moon is benefic during the Shukla Paksha. So do you know what is Shukla Paksha?
Waxing moon.
Yeah.
The moon, the size of the moon goes on increasing.
Goes on increasing. Yeah. From Amavasya to Paurnami. Okay. Amavasya to Paurnami is benefic. From Paurnami to Amavasya is malefic. Okay. Moon has two characteristics. Okay. That depends on whether it is Shukla Paksha or Krishna Paksha. Mercury is neutral. It is neither benefic or malefic. So, by looking at this, which one is majority?
Malefic.
Malefic. So that means what? We all have to deal with this. 5 out of 9. Assuming moon is also malefic and Mercury is also behaving like a malefic. Right? Okay. So now each planet has sex assigned to it. So Jupiter, Sun, Mars, only these are male. We have already told Venus and Moon represents female. Moon represents mother and Venus represents all the ladies, females, any other role. Rahu, Ketu, Saturn and Mercury, they do not have any sex. They are neutral. Okay. So by looking at it, which is the majority?
Male.
Male. Yet in India,
Not
people
having any.
Sorry.
So male or female, both are not the majority.
Yeah, no,
So neutral
no
is
sex
majority.
is the majority, correct? Right?
Mhm.
But if we take out that, confirmed male is more majority, right? This is 3 out of 2. But yet in India, people complain they're not having male child. That's how, like, you can see when we talk about the childbirth and when I give those formulas, then you will understand how this, even though there are only 2 planets are there female, why people are having more female children. Okay. So the Varnas, again, we have told these 2 are gurus. Guru fall in the Brahmin Varna. Sun and Mars is a warrior, right? Saturn is Sudra. So here Sudra means any work, not just any work, especially for Saturn, it represents the labor class. People who work hard, who spend lot of labor, lot of physical labor. Okay, those are all fall under Saturn's category. Okay, and Moon and Mercury are traders. And some people wants to worship the god for the each planet. I've given here for Saturn alone, I've put a question mark, Yama, because in a lot of books it is mentioned as Yama, but whereas Yama and Saturn are siblings. Okay. So Yama is born to Sandhya and Sun, Surya. So they are siblings. That's why I've put a question mark. But a lot of people, like after Ramayana time period, people ask to Hanuman, right? Sorry. I have to,
Yes, some people say Shiva also, right?
yeah, Shiva also, correct.
Some will say Ganesh also, Master. I have seen so many temples in Karnataka where there is a Shaneshwara temple, there is a Ganesh temple also. In the
See,
same family.
Ganesha is more to Ketu. Okay. In fact, I just made one video last week only why Ganesha is for Ketu. I would rather go with Shiva. Shiva is a better choice for Saturn.
For Saturn, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So why Ganesha for Ketu? We have talked about all these planets, right? Anybody wants to try?
Because the head was cut off or something.
Yeah,
Same
exactly.
kind of characteristics.
Same characteristics, right? For Ketu, there is no head. For Ganapati also, there is no head. So the head was implanted to Ganapati. So basically, Ketu, also we have seen Rahu Ketu. These 2 people, they create confusions. And Ketu is also related to spirituality. So you need clarity in your mind to get the proper guidance on the spiritual side. So you need somebody to guide you. So the Ganesha is the better god or to guide that. And Ganesha also removes the obstacles, right? So once you remove the obstacle, then your mind becomes clear. So the clarity of mind will come. So that's why Ganapati is the god for Ketu. Okay.
And why is God Shiva for Saturn?
Uh, okay. I think again going back to the Purana stories, right? Saturn, Shiva, likes or worships Shiva a lot.
Okay.
That is how Chaya Devi, raises him up.
Okay. I heard stories about Hanuman. Why Hanuman? Because Saturn is afraid of Hanuman because Hanuman is more powerful, more fast, and Saturn is exactly opposite. Something like that.
I don't know. Basically, if we look at the chronology, right? So Hanuman came much later in the time period, in the Ramayana time period, correct? So by the time itself, all these Navagrahas, all that are all established, they are all operating. Okay.
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, they fight, and then initially they fight, and then after that they will become good friends. So after they become good friends, then Saturn will say, whoever worships pleases you, it is as good as pleasing me. So that is how Hanuman came into the picture for Saturn.
So
But
there is
Saturn
another story.
himself, sorry?
There is another story in which Hanuman releases Saturn from the prison of Ravan. For that,
Yeah,
Saturn got pleased.
yeah, I don't know about that story. Yeah. So there, I mean, there are multiple stories. I mean, whatever you want to, I mean, you can follow or what. But as far as this is concerned, I would rather, my preference will be Shiva.
Okay.
Okay. But one thing, for Saturn, to please Saturn, if you praise or if you worship any specific god, he will not be satisfied. For Saturn, I've told you the core karakatva. What is the core karakatva for Saturn?
To work, laborious kind of work, and stay truthful to everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So is the karma karaka. Right? So what is karma? Karma is our work, what we do. So Saturn can be pleased only when you do your karma correctly. You don't have to do anything else. You just do your karma correctly according to the dharma, according to the rules. People might think, oh, and ethics also, right? People might think, oh, this everybody is doing this. I'm also do this, right? No, it won't. It won't work. So that is the best thing. So let's see. Yeah, we can go. We can cover this topic. You might have heard these topics, these words, Mula Trikona, exaltation, debilitation, right? Ucham, Nicham, and all that. So basically, Mula Trikona is a specific degrees where these planets are said to be in the Mula Trikona. Okay. So when a planet be in the Mula Trikona means, simple word, simply you can understand that this person is, very formal in nature. Okay. So those planets will behave formally. So how you behave in office, whatever your nature is, right? So you can be a fiery person or aggressive person or a soft nature, everything like that. But in office, you will try to maintain some minimum thing, right? Behavior. You won't scream at office at everybody on everything, or you won't be that aggressive. But you will show your aggression only to certain level, right? So that is what the Mula Trikona is. Mula Trikona means you will show your core karakatva at a professional level. I'm just giving you very easily to remember. There is nothing more than that. And these are all like specific degrees, right? So sun is in Simha Leo 0 to 20 degrees. Moon Taurus 3 to 30 degrees. Mars only 12 degrees. Mercury, see, only 5 degrees in Virgo. Even though Mercury owns 2 houses, its Mula Trikona house is only Virgo Kanya Rasi. Jupiter only 10 degrees. Venus only 15. Saturn is 20 degrees. Okay. And some astrologers take Rahu and Ketu, Virgo sign and Meena sign as Mula Trikona houses for Rahu and Ketu.
So here we're looking at planet and Rashi.
The planet position.
Okay, okay.
If sun, okay, like we said, right, 45 degrees sun.
Mm-hmm,
So Leo, if sun is here,
right,
this is Leo sign. Sun is here. This is 0 to 30 degrees, correct, within this Leo sign.
Right.
Sun will be in Mula Trikona only in the first 20 degrees.
Okay.
If sun is in 22 degrees, it is not in Mula Trikona. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the exaltation and debilitation. So what is exaltation means? Exaltation means that means that planet has the maximum strength in that house. It gets the maximum strength in that house. That is exaltation. Uch. Okay. And debilitation is opposite. Planet is weak in that position. Okay. So if you look at sun is exalted in Aries, okay, opposite here, exact opposite house, debilitated. We already saw sun and Saturn, they don't like each other. Where sun is exalted, there Saturn is debilitated. Where Saturn is exalted, there sun is debilitated.
So the way malefic and benefic meanings you explained, how do we interpret exaltation, debilitation? Sir? Like exaltation means it will show maximum effect, or in a good and how do we decode the meaning of those words?
Correct. Okay, good question. So when it is an exaltation or debilitation, right? A malefic and benefic, the core karakatva. What is the core karakatva? Malefic being cruel. Right? Say, for example, let me give, say in some movies, you will have the villain character, right? So that villain character is cruel in nature. But that villain character, if he likes the heroine or any character, he will give everything in a cruel way. He will give too much. But the other person may not like it. But this guy will go and then force and give. It will be like that.
But most of the planets are malefic only, no, sir.
Correct.
So if they are exalted, they give in a cruel way. That's what we are trying to understand.
Correct.
Kind of.
Yeah, kind of. As of now.
Okay.
As of now.
Okay.
Okay.
So the exaltation and debilitation charts are standard?
This is fixed.
This is fixed. Okay.
This is fixed.
If a chart happens to have the specific planet in that exaltation, that's good.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. So this is fixed. If you are following South Indian chart, these planets' positions are fixed. If you see any horoscope and see you Jupiter here in Cancer sign, that means Jupiter is exalted.
Sir, can you give one example, sir, where exaltation is considered as good and exaltation is considered as bad for any planet? Maybe if this is appropriate, or we can wait for advanced class if it is not.
Okay, I will show you where. Okay, I will show you. Don't worry about it. Okay.
So these are all
you
related.
can, sorry.
Let's take Jupiter in the exaltation, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the standard chart, the planet in the Jupiter position is Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Correct.
So
Right.
Moon and Jupiter have to be friends or neutral, and then the exaltation is the next degree.
Yeah, correct. So it should be neutral. Jupiter,
yeah.
the Jupiter Moon is friend.
Okay.
A planet will not become exalted. But
right.
Here again, there is little. See, Saturn is neutral. Okay.
Right.
But in Saturn house only, it is debilitating.
Okay.
But even though it shows as a Saturn neutral, but in practical, you can consider Jupiter and Saturn as enemies. Okay, they won't go well with each other.
Okay. Thanks.
So these planets, these signs are fixed. If you find any planet in this position, that means they are either exalted or debilitated. But again, you see here Rahu, Ketu, they are Chaya Grahas, but there are some astrologers, they consider Rahu and Ketu as exalted and debilitated. Okay, that's why I've just put it here. But some astrologers take this as exalted positions. And again, it is opposite, Rahu and Ketu. If Rahu is exalted in one, Ketu will be debilitated there, and vice versa. Okay. Okay, now let's 1 minute. You asked that chart. I think I moved it somewhere down. Give me a minute. Okay. See here, this is our popular Arvind Kejriwal's horoscope. Okay. So in this software, it automatically gives, so like, which is
not yet loaded, sir.
Oh, not yet loaded. Oh, sorry.
Maybe you're not sharing.
Yeah. I'm just.
Okay.
Okay, now you can see, right? So Arvind Kejriwal. Okay, Arvind Kejriwal. So he has 2 planets debilitated. Okay. So Saturn is here, right? And then which one? Mars. Mars is here, debilitated. So again, so when I teach the other method, we will not be looking at all this debilitation, exaltation at all. If 2 planets are debilitated, how come he's so successful? You might think why this guy just now taught exaltation, debilitation, and now contradicting myself. That is what I will be teaching, right? When you continue the full class. So all this exaltation, debilitation doesn't mean anything when you come to predictive astrology. I will tell you what sense you can take, but this is one example. Surendra, you asked, right? This is
Yes, sir.
two planets
Yes, sir.
debilitated. There is not even a single planet exalted.
Yeah.
Not even a single planet. He is IIT, he is civil services, and now he started a political party, and he's a two-term chief minister as of now.
Right.
He
So
succeeded.
from childhood, he is good in schools, college, profession, everything.
Yeah, right. But yet, two planets are debilitated.
Maybe because planetary positions changes, right? It's not constant for his lifetime. Maybe during some time he's.
No, so as of now, you're talking about transit. That is, we are not talking about transit, right?
Okay.
We're talking about the natal horoscope.
Okay.
Snapshots.
Yeah.
I will be taking only this snapshot.
Right.
And then I will explain how they are different and how they are so successful.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. And there is a different method, an easy method to do it. You don't have to look at all these things. So this is our friend Vijay Mallya. See? Nothing exalted, nothing debilitated.
Ketu is debilitated, no? There's one.
I don't consider.
Oh, okay.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
Or nothing exalted.
Yeah.
I mean, he has so many thousands of crores. He inherited so much of money. Right? This is our friend. This is what. Okay. Anyway, now we were talking about. I'll come to that. Right. So this is our friend Mamta. So Mamta has. So Mamta has at least one Mula Trikona, one exalted, another one exalted. Right? But all these other two people, they don't. Again, like this, if you, when we go to the full class, right, I would encourage you to bring example charts. I don't need their names, right? What we need is their birth details and their current position. And
what app we can use or software to use to get these details? Is there anything that you suggest?
So this one, now I am using a commercial version, paid software, Horosoft, and you can use, what is it, Jagannath Hora, which is free software that you can use.
Gave the link, sir, in the WhatsApp group. You already gave. I can post it again in the WhatsApp. Okay. You gave last time.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. So this is a paid one. It costs 25,000 rupees. Then there are other software also. Jagannath Hora is pretty good, or you can use AstroSage that recently they developed. I mean, for me, recently is even 5 years is recent for me. 10 years also recent for me. So yeah, that is also good. There are a lot of software is available, and there are a lot of apps also available to cast the chart. Brick Panchang is another app I use that is also pretty good to get this basic stuff.
Yep.
Okay. Any question?
I know we're like out of time, Dr. Prasad, but eventually will we be able to tell out of all the concepts that we learned, what should we exactly use to predict someone's chart and what are just a concept for us to know?
Correct. So basically this is a total let me go back to my PPT. Hold on a minute. Let me go to that slide. So this is our, see, we will be in this free class. I will be covering up to this chapter 2. Okay,
Right.
chapter 2. And maybe a little bit of chapter 3. Okay, that's it. Right. So then now if whoever wants to continue the whole class, right. So then that will be fee. Then that is where like I'll be talking about how to read the horoscope, and what you are seeing is the natal chart. That is like say for example, let me give you an example. Okay, if your lagna, we saw the lagna, let's say Aries, right? If a person born the lagna degree as 1 degree also Aries, 29 degree also Aries.
Yeah.
Right? Right. That is
Yes.
what we have learned so far. And that is how a lot of people use for prediction. Okay. But the effect won't be the same. The 29 degree Aries person will have influence of Vrishabha also. So how to decode that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
not every, see, if everybody perfectly is born in 15 degree Aries, which is the midpoint, 15 or 16 degree Aries or 15 or 16 degree Leo, like that, then you can consider. But no, very few people will be born in that exact degree. Right? So all those, these are all the nuances that will help in doing the prediction accurately. If you follow these basic things, your prediction rate, I will tell you, only 50% or maximum 55%. What I am trying to teach is trying to hit more than 70% or 80%. If you practice well, then you will get 80%.
Right.
Okay. So what is that jump you have to do from 50 to 70 or 80? So those are all the techniques that completely. So that is the method I will be teaching this one. Where is my thing? Yeah, this one. Stellar Nadi astrology method. This is the method I will be teaching. And then this method, again, I made my own variations to this method, enhanced this method. And I came up with my own hybrid model.
I see.
See, when I learned this method, it was giving me like a 70 to 80%. Okay. So with my hybrid thing, I am getting like more than 80%. In some cases, 85, 90 also.
I see.
So I will be teaching that what this method, and then what is that hybrid model that I came up with. Okay. So what that hybrid method software changes also is done in Horosoft. So I requested the software developer to make those changes. And then he made the changes. Now, whatever the method, the hybrid method I have come up with, it is there in the software. It's up to the people to use it. So then after we learn this method and using this method, you will be able to predict everything. And my guarantee is you will be able to predict in 2 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot.
2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes, you will be able to predict. If somebody says, okay, how is, okay, there is some layoffs are all going on, right? In the current economy. Okay, will my job be safe? Will I get laid off? After learning, finish this course, you will predict in less than 2 minutes. In fact, once you practice, it will be less than 1 minute also, but initially 2 minutes. So like that, any question? Any question? When will I have my child? Same, 2 minutes. When will I buy property? Same. Everything is same. So there are set of formulas that I will be sharing. So litigation, traveling, health issues, all that. Horoscope matching will take time. Okay. Okay, the horoscope matching will take time. It won't be 2 minutes. That's a long process. But all the other general questions, right? When will I get green card? Okay, I'm going for H1B stamping. Okay, will I get my H1 stamping done? All that you will be able to answer. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, no questions. Thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Prasad.
Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Bye.